Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm Clint, and I like to cook. And tonight I'm going to be cooking a favorite to many people, and that is a baked mac and cheese. This side goes well with just about anything you want to cook. So, y'all come along with me, and we'll get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is lightly coat a baking dish, and then we're going to set that to the side. All right, next we want to take 16-ounce box of elbow noodles. Get those in our boiling water, and we're going to cook those according to the directions. Okay, so the pasta is done cooking, so we've drained it. Now we're going to pour it into a large mixing bowl. All right, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then we're going to stir that into the pasta. We'll get that stirred in, make sure the pasta gets coated well, and then we're going to set this off to the side. Alright, so while the noodles are cooling down, we're going to start on our sauce. So I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter to a pan and let that melt. Alright, our butter is melted, so I'm going to add 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to whisk that in. And this is on the medium high heat. Medium, just depends on how your stove cooks. So I'm going to whisk that in for probably about 6 to 7 minutes and let that bubble and get blended well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper that to taste. And we'll get that blended in. All right, I've been whisking the butter and flour mixture for several minutes. So now I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy cream and 3 cups of a whole milk. We're going to add that to that mixture, and we're going to whisk this up. We're going to let it come up to heat and start gently boiling or bubbling, I guess you could say. So we're going to let that come up to heat, come up to a little bubble, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, our sauce has come to a little bit of a bubble, so we're going to add 2 cups of a sharp cheddar cheese, and we're going to stir that around until that's completely melted in that sauce. All right, guys, so we got the sauce done. So we want to take that and we want to pour that on top of the macaroni. There we go. And then we just want to get that stirred in until that gets coated well. So we'll get that stirred in and we'll be back. All right, now we want to pour half of the mixture into our baking dish. And then we'll get that spread out. All right, we got that spread out. So we want to come in here with 2 more cups of cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar. And we're going to sprinkle that on there. And we'll just kind of move that around. There we go. That looks good. Now we want to pour the remaining half of our noodles on top of that. About like that. And we'll spread that out. Alright, so we're going to take another bowl and we're going to pour in 1.5 cups of panko crumbs, 1/2 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 1/4 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And we're just going to stir that around to mix that up there. All right, now we're just going to take that and we're going to sprinkle that on top of that mixture. Just kind of level it out the best you can. This is going to kind of brown up as it cooks, and it's going to give it a lot of flavor on the top. So it's going to be very, very good, I promise you. All right, guys. So it's going to look a little something like that, and we're going to put that in the oven on 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. All right, guys, so it's been 30 minutes, and I've taken that out, and I'm telling you, that looks amazing. That is going to be crispy on top and goodness in the bottom. Man, that looks so good. There you have it, guys. This is going to be wonderful.
All right, guys, it's time for our taste test. Now that is cheesy. Man, that's good. Like I said, guys, this goes well with just about anything you want to cook. It's very simple. You're gonna love it. If you love cheese, this is the way to do it. It's got that crispy top to it. It's just really good, full of flavor. So I hope you guys give this a try. Like I said, I believe you're gonna love it. It's gonna be a big hit. So thanks for watching, and God bless.